Hi, my name is Sundaresh. The engine servicing involves the dismantling of components, cleaning, inspection, and reassembling the components. You will learn how to dismantle a diesel engine cylinder head. The next step for servicing a diesel engine is to inspect the cylinder head components and decide to change the worn out components. For inspecting the cylinder head components, first we have to dismantle the cylinder head. At the end of this demonstration, you will be able to remove the camshaft, remove the rocker's arm, dismantle valve assembly.
Tools required. Trainees toolkit. Spanner set complete. Valve spring compressor. Magnetic stick. Box spanner set. Torque wrench. Wire brush. Scrapper. Equipments required. Diesel engine. Engine hoist. Materials required. Kerosene. Lube oil. Washing liquid. Soft cloth. Tray. Wooden bench. The engine is classified based on the position of the camshaft. They are overhead valve engine. In this OHV engine, the valves are positioned on the cylinder head. The camshaft is positioned on the cylinder block. A push rod connects the cam and the rocker's arm. The other side of the rocker's arm operates the valve. Single overhead cam engine uses one camshaft which is fitted on the cylinder head, and valves are also positioned on the cylinder head. A rocker is placed in between the valve and the cam. The cam operates the rocker and the rocker operates the valve. Double overhead cam engine uses dual camshaft. One camshaft operates inlet valves and another camshaft operates exhaust valves. In all the type, the valve assembly is same, and the valve assembly consists of the poppet valve, valve spring retainer, split lock. The valve assembly is shown here. The camshaft has a number of cam lobes depending on the number of valves and journals. Camshaft construction. The cam lobes open the valves when it is rotating, and the valve spring closes the valve. Nowadays, manufacturers use the double overhead cam in engines, and I'm going to demonstrate the dismantling of engine cylinder head. Now, we are going to dismantle the camshaft from the assembly. Remove the rocker arm from the cylinder head and keep it in a tray. The camshaft is fitted on the top of the cylinder head and bolted by the camshaft bearing cap. Now, loosen the bearing cap bolts to remove it. Based on the length of the camshaft has 4 or more bearing caps. Loosen all the bearing cap bolts. Before removing the bearing cap from the assembly, ensure the bearing caps are numbered. It's because the bearing cap should be replaced again in the same place from where it has been removed. If the caps are not numbered, then punch the numbers with the help of a letter punch. Now, remove the bearing caps and place them in a tray in sequence. Remove the camshaft and keep it in a tray. Place the bearing caps on the camshaft journals. Be sure that the bearing caps are not mixed. Now, I'm going to demonstrate the removal of the valve. To remove the valve, a special tool called a valve spring compressor is required. Many types of valve spring compressors are available. Here, We are going to use AC type of valve spring compressor. The parts of the valve spring compressor are C-frame, arm, adjuster, jaw, screw head, handle, lever. By operating the lever of the valve spring compressor, the jaws move closer. This compresses the valve spring and holds it tightly. So, we can remove the split lock easier. Place it properly on the valve assembly to be removed. Check the valves are numbered. If not, number the valves with a number punch to ensure that they are replaced in the same place. Place the jaw in the valve retainer properly and adjust the jaw to fix the valve retainer firmly. Place the screw head on the valve head firmly. Screw it to hold the screw head on the valve head firmly. Operate the lever to tighten it. This makes the valve spring to tighten, and now you can take the split lock easier. Remove the split lock with the help of the magnetic stick. Release the lever slowly to allow the valve spring to expand. Remove the valve spring compressor from the assembly. Take out the valve retainer and spring. Remove the valve from the other side of the cylinder head. Place all the components properly to replace them in the same place.
Now, let's have a recap of what we have learned in this topic. We have learned to remove the camshaft, remove the rocker's arm, dismantle valve assembly. Thus, we have learned how to dismantle the cylinder head assembly. Hope you have clarity on this. Carry out this exercise with the help of your instructor.